What up, Davey Moores? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for that, Heart Me. Thank you. You know I love those Heart Me's. It helps boost my algorithm so more people see my page. Thank you. Yeah, Switch, you send me that love. We're just getting started, everyone. Welcome to Tech Talk Tuesday, right here at IHodlLife, talking about the IHodlLife rewards chain, an upcoming revolutionary layer 1 blockchain. So feel free to stick around. If you're a developer, if you're a builder, if you're an investor, if you're in the Web3 space, you may want to find out what was going on over at IHodlLife. So welcome and thanks for joining in, everyone. We just turned the channel on. It's not even noon yet, so we'll stick around. Feel free to drop anything you want in the chat to chat about for a few minutes before we get going. Should you invest in XRP as of today? Well, I can't give you financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor, but in my personal opinion, 1000% yes. You should sell your dog, your cat, your children, and buy all of it in XRP. I'm just kidding. Don't ever do that. But yes, you should definitely buy XRP. And you know what's crazy? I've been telling people to buy XRP since it was 12 cents, since it was 30 cents, since it was 50 cents, since it was 70 cents, since it was $1, since it was $2, and now it's $3, and I'm still telling people to buy XRP, and people are still standing there on the sidelines like, do you think? What do you think? If you could look at buying the asset for the understanding of what am I going to do with this 7 years from now? If you could look at it that way, if you could be like, should I buy this? And the reason you're buying it is, what am I going to do with it in 7 years from now? If you could look at it that way, you would have a clear understanding of why you should own some XRP. Once again, not financial advice. You decide whether $1 or $2 really matters. I just want to remind you, do you really think $1 or $2 mattered when Bitcoin was bouncing between $1 and $2 and $3 and $5 and $6 and $10? Do you think whether you bought it at $3 or $2 or $8 really mattered when you look at the price of it today? Do you see how you're shrinking your ability to get the opportunity? You're manipulating your own vision of the actual potential in front of you by shrinking the time frame. Think about it for a minute. Do you really think it mattered if you bought Bitcoin at $3 or $9 if you were still holding it today? Do you really think it mattered if you bought it at $15 or $5? Does it really matter if you have it today at 100 G's a coin? So does it really matter if you buy XRP at $1, $2, or $3? Like, if you think about it without shrinking yourself, do you think it really matters 7 years from now? When XRP is whatever number it is, do you really think the number today matters? Oh, I got in at $1. I got in at $3. Good for you. Good for you. We're both fucking millionaires. Think about it in that understanding for a moment. Think about, should I buy it at 2? Will it come down? Think about broadening the spectrum. And what if any cryptocurrency was to multiply in performance in a manner like we saw Bitcoin multiply from 6 cents to $100,000? What if any coin even did a fraction of that type of growth? Think about it, people. Should I build a crypto portfolio yet? Should I be investing in real estate and stocks still? Or should I be paying attention to the greatest financial opportunity that mankind has ever seen? And it's happening right now in your lifetime. And once again, I don't offer financial advice. But the proof is in the pudding of what's going on in the world today, and it's time for you to pay attention. Thank you for those of you who shared the live. Big love. We're just getting started. This is Tech Talk Tuesday. So we're going to talk about the IHodlLife rewards chain. We're going to talk about some of the cool features of the IHodlLife rewards chain. Today, we're specifically going to talk about the IHodl token, the native token. Why is it important and what does it do? We're going to specifically talk about the Billy token and some of the advancements that you get from using and holding and hodling the Billy token, how Billy token ties into our ecosystem with our merchants, and some other really great goodies. So stick around today. If you're a developer and if you're a builder and you're an investor, stick around because we have not launched yet. All of this is in development stage as we speak. We are looking to expand and get more developers and more builders on board, so pay attention. And of course, some more investors on board as well. My name's Tristan. I'm the founder and the CEO and the architect of the IHodlLife rewards chain. So thank you for tuning in today, and I hope you enjoy what we chat about. I'm just going to finish going through these comments before we get started. It looks like you guys had some questions about XRP, which I answered for you. That's fabulous. Thanks for tapping the screen, everyone. Thanks for those heart me's. Big love. Thank you, Adnan. I'm just trying to keep up to you, buddy. You know, every time I see you, you're always looking so sharp. I'm like, oof, Adnan's always looking so good. I better wear a tie today to impress. It's all because of you, Adnan. Why is XRP going down? The reason XRP is going down, Roses, is because your vision is too small. And you're looking at the price going from here to here and forgetting that the price was here 2 years ago. And it went all the way to here, and now you're zooming in to here saying, oh my God, why is the price going down? Do you understand? And if you zoomed out, you would understand your crypto investment portfolio much better, and you would make significantly better decisions. Hit that like and follow right here at IHodlLife. What up, Big Pimpin'? Thank you for that heart me. What are the dates for the NDAs expiring? What are you talking about for the NDAs expiring? What NDAs? I have not signed an NDA with anyone. That's not true. I have an NDA with some developers right now. Cosmos, if you are watching, I saw you drop a comment in our Discord in the vote section for the list going to the IHodlLife community meetup in Toronto this year. And I saw you dropped a comment, and I replied to the comment to verify what you were saying, but you didn't reply. So please reply to that comment if you wish to get your name on the guest list, because I need verification and clarification as to what you were saying. Papa says, I just don't buy the XRP hype. And that's good, Papa. You shouldn't buy the XRP hype. You should just buy the asset and chill out and forget the hype. If you would have bought Bitcoin and just chilled out and forgotten all the Bitcoin maxis that told you it was going to go to 100K when it was only $100, and we would have all called them idiots. No way it's going to 100K, you bunch of Bitcoin maxi dummies. That's what we would have told them, right? Just like today, oh, I don't care about you XRP maxis. Same fucking story, man. So forget about all of that and just buy the asset and stack it. And 7 years down the road, you'll then understand what we're talking about today. For Genius, thank you for sending me that heart me. This is Tech Talk Tuesday. You're here with me, Tristan Schroeder, founder of IHodlLife, the world's only cryptocurrency brand. I'm also the founder and the CEO of Tokenized Financial Asset Management Firm for all of you who wish to have a crypto portfolio built for you. But today we are talking about the IHodlLife rewards chain. I am the master architect of the IHodlLife rewards chain, an upcoming revolutionary layer 1 blockchain that is going to be a loyalty, cultural, and identity layer for all of Web3. And today we're going to talk about some of the details, and we're specifically going to talk about why investors and builders should be paying attention to IHodlLife. Hi Lee, how are you doing? Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining in. Good to see you all. SBU, thank you for that love. So, as usual, ladies and gentlemen, I have prepared I have prepared 5 segments, like I always do on Tech Talk Tuesdays, 5 segments of the IHodlLife rewards chain that we're going to talk about today. And the very first one is the IHodl token itself. Welcome everyone and thanks for joining in. The IHodl token is the loyalty fuel of the IHodlLife rewards chain. Now, interestingly enough, most blockchains, or I should say all blockchains who have their one native token, the native token is generally only meant for 2 purposes. It's meant for either governance or gas fees or both. And beyond that, that's really the utility purpose of that token. While here at IHodlLife, we've taken it to multiple more stages. We've taken every single token that we're launching on our ecosystem, which is 4 native tokens, and we have included them to work within each other, all within the ecosystem. And what I mean by that, we're going to break it down a little bit today about how the tokens work with each other and how they tie into our new revolutionary proof of loyalty consensus. So first of all, we're going to start off with the IHodl token. Welcome everyone and thanks for joining in. For anyone who just joined in and doesn't know, my name's Tristan. I'm the founder and CEO of IHodlLife and the master architect of the IHodlLife rewards chain, which is what we're talking about today. IHodl, the token itself, is not just the fuel for the IHodlLife rewards chain economy. The IHodl token comes with a lot of additional features. So the IHodl token, not only does it operate as a governance token for the operation of the blockchain, but it's the engine that actually powers the loyalty, the reputation, and the identity across the entire chain. Once deployed, the IHodl token, it will reduce gas fees on Hercules swap. So not only is it used as a gas token to make transactions, but the IHodl token itself, when used, can reduce the amount of fees used when using the swap mechanism on chain. The IHodl token also allows you to unlock avatar upgrades and ecosystem perks, which means the more IHodl token that you acquire, the more perks that you'll actually get access to on the blockchain. The more IHodl that you actually stake, the more your multiplier goes and increases the amount that you actually get kicked back. And the longer that you stake, aka the more loyalty that you invest into that token, holding it, staking it, swapping it, the more often you use the swap, the longer you stake, the larger amount that you stake, all of those equate to multiple leveled of tiered rewards, perks, and ecosystem access boosts. This means that buying and holding the IHodl coin, which is the native asset for the IHodlLife rewards chain, is much more than just a gas token. It's much more than just the coin that represents everything built on the blockchain. It actually has its own built-in features, bonuses, perks, yield additions, and individual utility. And that utility can be diversified in multiple different ways once we start incorporating the other tokens, which are the native tokens that come with our ecosystem, which we're going to talk about later today. The IHodl coin, which represents our blockchain, it also acts as a multiplier for streaks. So staking an on-chain contribution, your streaks and your multipliers can increase based on amount and time frame you've held or staked your IHodl token. IHodl coin is actually going to be the first cryptocurrency in existence that is going to reward you for hodling. The longer you hodl, the bigger your reward, the bigger your airdrop, the bigger your yield, the bigger your benefit becomes, because you're proving a sense of loyalty. If you hold some, sell some, swap some, buy some, trade some, get some, you're going to have a slightly lower trust score in the proof of loyalty algorithm than someone who has just sat on it and held on it for a very long time. So this mechanism in itself causes the IHodlLife coin, the native asset of the IHRC system, it causes it to be the first crypto in history to actually reward users for holding it. And we're even going to talk about how you get rewarded when you spend it and stake it, but we'll talk about those later. IHodl coin is the first crypto that no matter what you do with it, it offers you a reward for interacting. If you interact with it on the swap, you're going to get a reduced gas fee. If you interact with it by holding it for a long time, you're going to get benefit in yield boosts. If you interact with it with one of our creators by tipping them, you're going to get an allocation back to you. And if you interact with it by spending it with one of our merchants, you're going to get a kickback from the merchant token. And no matter how you choose to touch, utilize, or interact with the IHodl coin, you will find a reward mechanism attached to it, aka IHodlLife is the rewards chain that The entire cryptocurrency blockchain is missing. Not just culture, not just loyalty, not just identity, but the rewards that go along with those accolades. The next part of the IHodl token that makes it so special is it serves users, creators, merchants, and builders alike. The IHodlLife rewards chain is the first blockchain in existence to build in at protocol level native coin rewards for those who engage and operate within the ecosystem. This is done through something called SCPs and SECs, which we'll talk about on another Tech Talk Tuesday, which are smart contracts enabling revenue flow to certain positions within the blockchain. Yeehaw! So, by doing that, the IHodl token serves users by rewarding them for hodling, rewarding them for using the swap mechanism with that particular token as opposed to other things, and so on and so forth. Staking, etc., using the ecosystem, tipping creators, using it at merchants. But the creators themselves also get a benefit by staking it themselves. When a creator on our site, because we have a built-in, think of TikTok built into your crypto wallet, because we have a built-in creator feed in our wallet, this allows creators to tokenize their content. It allows creators to create their own creator coin. Let's call it ABC Influencer. An ABC Influencer reaches a certain amount of trust and loyalty score. Therefore, he earns the right to now launch his own ecosystem token, which can now reward and do all the kind of benefits that the ecosystem and tokens would offer. And you must remain and retain a certain trust score to be able to do that feature. And that goes for our merchants and for our creators. And both merchants and creators are able to issue those tokens on chain with no code, no technology needed. They simply just type in what they want and hit go. This is all supplied here through the onboarding and dashboarding setup from the IHodlLife rewards chain. So the merchants and the creators get the benefit of the IHodl token as well as the user who's buying it. The creator can use it to stake, and he can also gain accolades, give him the ability, the more he stakes, the more proof of loyalty score and trust score he has the ability to acquire with a streak logic of treating people fair, not dumping on people, etc., etc. If you create a cryptocurrency on the IHodlLife rewards chain for the purpose of dumping on your community, the proof of loyalty algorithm is going to recognize that and reflect that in your trust score. This will be the first blockchain of truth. Welcome everyone, my name's Tristan, I'm the Master Architect, and I encourage you to tune in and pay attention to what we're building over here at IHodlLife. The IHodl token will also serve builders for the first time ever at protocol level. The IHodl token, which is our native gas token, is built in with smart contracts to reward via what we call DevRev, a refurbishing of gas fees back into wallets of developers who originally built the chain. Are you listening, builders? Are you listening, developers? We're in our pre-production stage. Early builders will not only gain the ability to get the first dApps out there, which reward them in gas fee payouts via usage, honesty, integrity, deployment, apps. It's time to get paid for your code, not just get paid for the grant money and then forgotten once it dries up. You'll get ongoing reciprocating income forever on the IHodlLife rewards chain based on the quality of your production, your deployment. It's time to get paid for what you're worth, not for what the contract or the grant money states you're worth. So the IHodl coin serves the users in rewards, it serves the creators in rewards and access and perks, same for the merchants and also builders alike. Once again, building in a multiple tiered level of incentive, reward, benefit, perk, aka utility, as opposed to just governance and gas token. Are you a builder? The IHodl token can be integrated into your apps. That means that your apps can now enable our streaks, our perks, our bonuses, and rewards directly into what you're deploying. You can get premium access and, of course, swap discounts when people are using the IHodl token with your deployed app. Are you an investor? IHodlLife offers a high native utility, the IHodl token, which, of course, for our seed round, we are offering equity and initial token offering. What it offers you is high native utility, cross-dApp integration with everything that is deployed on-chain, and a reputation-backed locking mechanism, and that equals durable demand. I love how AI calls it IHodl instead of IHodl. Hey, AI, it's IHodl. Get it straight. When the IHodlLife token launches, the question is, what do you want it to unlock for you as a user? Feel free to write it in the chat. Feel free to email it to me. Feel free to send me a write-up. What would you as a community member, what would you as a crypto investor like your native coin, the people's coin, what would you like it to offer you? Would you like it to offer you fee discounts? Would you like it to offer you avatar and reputation upgrades? Would it like it to offer you yield benefits? Or would you like it to offer you bonus airdrops? Feel free to give me your insights because I'm curious to know how we can reward you best. Those are some of the great features of the IHodl coin, the native asset on the IHRC, the IHodlLife rewards chain, the culture, loyalty, and identity layer for Web3. Welcome everyone, my name's Tristan. I'm the founder and the CEO. Thank you for tuning in. The next segment we're going to talk about is one of the most fun segments of the IHodlLife rewards chain, the Billy token. Do you know who Billy Billion is? The $1 billion bear. Well, let me introduce you. Billy, you're being summoned to the stage. So I'm going to bring my friend Billy on stage here with me. Billy is a $1 billion bear, and he is the meme, reward, and cultural token on the IHodlLife rewards chain. So Billy Billion is actually a real character from our community. This was created by the person who won our ambassador competition in 2024. We had a community ambassador competition, and it was basically a competition for the community to be the biggest IHodlLife ambassador. And one person who completely kicked everyone's butt and took the cake, one of the ideas was she created these little bears and she had the community be able to buy and purchase them in her Etsy store. Very, very clever thinking, and it was one of the reasons why she took the top spot. I ended up buying one myself. This is him right now. She made me those necklaces that are on there as well that says Tristan and IHodlLife, and I named him Billy Billion while he has my IHodlLife logo t-shirt on, and I've always just kept him chilling on my desk as an IHodlLife mascot. Well, now he's starting to become famous and infamous at the same time. So we have designed Billy Billion, the $1 billion bear, as our cultural and meme token. But let's talk about what makes Billy special, because here at IHodlLife, a coin that just operates for speculation and gas isn't good enough. That's why we built in so much benefits to the IHodl coin. And a meme coin that just runs on speculation and hype, this is also garbage and not good enough as well. So let's talk about what we've done with the Billy token on the IHodlLife rewards chain to show a meme culture for the first time ever what real utility means. Billy is not just a meme token. Billy is the heart and the soul of the IHodlLife reward chain community layer. This blends fun, rarity, collectivity, perks, and rewards, along with utility, all into meme culture. Billy comes with 4 different archetypes, and we're going to talk about those 4 archetypes in just a moment. Once Billy is launched, it will be a one-of-a-kind, never-before-seen proprietary token standard that we have developed over here at IHodlLife Labs. I can't give you all of the information on it now, but what I can tell you is it is a derivative of an ERC 404 token. So we took the original ERC 404 token, which is an NFT and a token combined, and we modified it to our new proprietary token standard here at IHodlLife Labs, which will be known as the VTX 404 token, Virtual Token Experience 404. And this is a token on top of our blockchain, which is native to the blockchain that ties in utility and ties in culture, ties in reputation, ties in identity like no token or meme token has ever done before. I'm not even sure if we could call Billy a meme token other than the fact that he's this fuzzy little teddy bear that we can make pictures and memes about. Let's get into it. Each BTX 404 token is tied to a unique NFT. However, the NFT comes with perks, benefits, rewards, and discounts, along with an adventure, which I can't explain at this point. So the traits that you get within your Billy are extremely important. Some rarities inside will include different archetypes. So here's a few of the different archetypes that we have on the IHodlLife rewards chain for Billy. Here's Billy Perks, Billy Boosts, Billy Passes, and Billy Keys. And you might be wondering, what's a Billy Boost? You might be wondering, what's a Billy Perk? You might be wondering, what's a Billy Pass? And you might be wondering, what's a Billy Key? Isn't it just a meme token like every other garbage meme token out there? Nope. Billy takes it to another level with real world utility, and we're going to talk about it today. Within those 4 archetypes, there is 4,444 different types of Billies. Wait, what? What do you mean different types of Billies? Well, let's talk about that for a minute. Maybe you got Billy Pass. Maybe you went and you bought a bunch of Billy tokens. You bought $500 worth of Billy. And in your 500 Billy tokens, let's just assume they're $1 for simple understanding and math. And within your 500 tokens, you've got a Billy Pass. Because one of those Billies in there comes with an NFT, and one of those NFTs is a Billy Pass. So let's just say you have a Billy Pass, and it might look like this. Maybe you have local Billy, or maybe you have festival Billy, or maybe you have music Billy, or maybe you have travel Billy, or maybe you have streamer Billy, or maybe you have comic Billy, or maybe you have chip Billy. What these do is they give you passes to businesses, real world companies, products, services that are related to those fields. Let's break that down a little bit more. Maybe you get local Billy. That means Billy recognizes your address on chain. It recognizes that when you go to local businesses, any local businesses that are signed on with our merchant terminals and with the IHodlLife rewards chain, and their business is registered because we have an IHodlLife approved business badge that they can register online with their business or on chain with their business. All they have to do is say, yeah, I'm in, I want my business included like an on-chain directory. And now Tristan, who happens to walk into the store and happens to have a Billy Pass, well, guess what? He gets to go to that local store, and as soon as he goes to make a payment at the terminal, well, it automatically, the AI Oracle, you don't have to remember it or search it out, the AI Oracle will automatically remember, hey, Tristan, you have a Billy Pass. Guess what? You get a pass. You get a discount. You get a reward. You get something. There's something attached between you and that merchant simply because you hold a Billy token, which is a meme token that has a real world utility attached to it via a merchant that is local in your area. But let's say within your 500 Billy, you also got travel Billy. Thank God you got a travel Billy right before you and your wife booked your honeymoon, because now all the travel sites that are signed on with us, it recognizes when you go to make a payment, oh, you have a travel Billy. Well, now you get travel perk, benefit, bonus, upgrade, whatever it might be that each individual company or product or business wishes to supply or engage with. You'll gain those bonuses simply by holding on to that Billy token. So Billy not only becomes a meme token, how many Billy can I get? How can I collect them? You get to collect Billies by having different archetypes, different series of Billies, different reasons why different Billies will incorporate within your life. Maybe your car is a piece of shit and you're so happy you have a mechanic Billy because it gives you a discount at the mechanics. Or maybe you eat a lot and you have a grocery Billy and there happens to be a grocery store in your local area and it combines with your local Billy and your grocery Billy and you get 15% discount. The reward logic that goes along with this is unlike anything that the Web3 world has ever seen. We're taking real world activity and we're bringing it on chain via your activity through Billy. One meme coin to rule them all. Inside the Billy archetypes, of course, that was the Billy passes. What about Billy keys? How about some cool Billy keys? How about founder Billy? How about creator Billy, meta Billy, crossover Billy, TFIN Billy, investor Billy? Would you like to get access rewards to our TFIN token? Wow, imagine if you had a TFIN Billy and all you did was just go to buy some Billy token. This is the beauty of the Virtual Token Experience 404 token, a new proprietary standard here that we've designed at IHodlLife Labs. Developers, investors, it's time to pay attention. How about Billy Boosts? Liquidity Billy, Gamified Billy, Staking Billy. Remember how I said if you stake your iHodl, the longer you stake your iHodl, the bigger your trust and loyalty score and the bigger your rewards and the bigger. Imagine if you did that and you had a Billy that was a booster, a yield booster. So now you're staking your iHodl for the purpose of increasing your avatar and your trust score and the benefits and perks you get. But now you happen to buy some Billy token and now it's multiplying. Once again, we've designed our ecosystem with everything to connect to everything, so the rewards happen no matter how you act or how you transact on chain. And more importantly, the chain remembers every action that you do on chain. How about Billy perks? Like Restaurant Billy, Coffee Billy. Imagine going to your local coffee shop, and after you show up one day and you bought a Billy token, all of a sudden you get 5% off on your purchase because you happen to have a Coffee Billy. Imagine you went 7 times to your coffee shop and all of a sudden you got a Billy NFT that now gives you an additional perk or maybe a free coffee next time, all because it's tracking in real time the memory of who you are on chain, which becomes a valuable benefit to merchants for client retention, rewards, and the ability to allocate and launch their own ecosystem tokens and the ability to allocate and launch their own ecosystem and reward NFTs for client retention, all without knowing one button of code. Within the archetypes of Billy, within the 4 archetypes of Billy, the meme coin, or shouldn't even call it a meme coin, we should call it the meme utility coin. The first utility meme coin, that's what we should name it as. Built within Billy is also 3 different types of variations. So we have Golden Billy, we have Epic Billy, and we have Legendary Billy. The Golden Billy, Epic Billy, and Legendary Billy tie into all the other 4 archetypes to add multiplier boosts for those who are loyal holders. Obviously, this ties into your proof of loyalty and your trust score. Holding on Billy also unlocks gated content, perks, and in real life access, of course, because certain archetypes can give you in real world discounts, rewards, benefits, and access. It will also give you rewards that way, no matter where you go or what you do, depending on who is working with the IHodlLife rewards chain. So Billy, in fact, merges meme coin cultural energy with loyalty mechanics, in real life utility, products, and rewards. It also incorporates collectible identity and reputation along with AI automation throughout. There is no other meme token on the planet that offers even remotely this type of utility. Are you a builder out there? Billy is community first. It's viral by design, but it's deeply tied into on-chain engagement. That means that if you're Billy, or if you're building on the blockchain, Billy can be incorporated into your Billy-themed games, rarity trackers, token-gated experience, or even revisual remixes of Billy based on what you deploy on-chain. Are you an investor? Billy is a community-first, viral by design, deeply tied to on-chain engagement. This will create client retention and virality like the Web3 space has not seen yet. Every meme coin buyer wants a meme coin with utility, but it doesn't exist. If you could mint your own Billy trait, what would it be? Would you want a Golden Halo Billy? Would you want a Rebel Shades Billy? Would you want Lightning Boots Billy? Would you want a Coffee Billy? Would you want a Perk Billy, a Yield Billy, a Bonus Billy, or a Keys Billy? I'm curious to hear in the chat what kind of Billy you would love to have. Segment number 3 today that we're going to talk about is for the developers. So if you're a developer and you're a builder, listen in. Section 3 of today's Tech Talk. Billy Keys will be tied to multiple different things. So Billy Keys could give you access to concerts. Billy Keys could give you discounts at certain stores. Billy Keys could give you gated experience access. It could give you airdrops. It could give you any kind of a benefit or a point or reward system that you could create in your mind. You could potentially acquire that through different Billy archetypes. Segment number 3 today for Tech Talk Tuesday is we're going to talk about the reward multipliers, and we're going to talk about loyalty as mathematics. How do you quantify and codify loyalty? How do you take human behavioral actions and their memory of that and place it into computer code? Place it into quantifiable mathematical logic. And that's what we're going to talk about right now. I want to ask you, if you're a developer out there, what if loyalty wasn't just a word? What if it was an actual mathematical advantage? On IHodlLife rewards chain, the rewards will increase based on real world behavior, which means the longer you hold, the higher your yield. Input, time of holding. Output, benefit of yield. Daily streaks. Amount of time previously recorded based on today's recording equals multiplier bonus. Input, stamped time. Output, bonus multiplier. Merchants, creators, and builders equals boosted tiers. A merchant spends a certain amount of transactions and they receive a certain award or a certain amount. A creator posts a certain amount of videos, has a certain amount of likes and a certain amount of follows, so it tiers up for them. Input, time-stamped actions, recorded memory, behavioral patterns. Output, benefit, reward, discount, etc. Access. And this is also same logic for builders and same logic for creators and merchants. Avatar evolution and swap discounts tied to streak consistency. So your wallet or your on-chain identity increases and your swap discounts decrease based on your streak consistency. How long have you used the wallets? How many days have you logged into the wallet? How many times have you attached to the swap? How many swaps have you actually done? Input, activity, time-stamped, amount of, output, reward, benefit, multiplier, bonus type. This makes IHodlLife rewards chain, IHRC, the first blockchain with memory. It doesn't just process a transaction, it processes human behavioral patterns and it keeps them tracked. That allows the system to remember who showed up. It also allows us to reward you over time, not based on volume, but based on loyalty. Are you a builder? Your apps, your deployments can plug right into our multiplier engine. Your grant gets deeper rewards and higher loyalty for your users simply by attaching those mechanics. Are you an investor? Streak logic reduces churn. It locks in capital. It boosts LTV, which is lifetime value, for the users, for the builders, and for the investors. No other blockchain incorporates this at protocol level. When it is live, what streak level would you really realistically like to commit to? When we do launch, what kind of commitment are you going to commit to? A 7-day, a 30-day, a 90-day? How long can you hodl for perks? Hodl for perks. Thanks everyone for tuning in. My name is Tristan. I'm the founder and the CEO of IHodlLife, the world's only cryptocurrency brand. I'm also the founder and CEO of tokenized financial asset management firm, and I'm the master architect behind my beating work, which we're talking about today, the IHodlLife rewards chain, an upcoming revolutionary layer 1 blockchain. And if you're an investor or you're a builder or a developer, I encourage you to tune in and pay attention to what we're going to build over here at IHodlLife. Segment 4 today, we're going to talk about merchant tokens and custom rewards. So if you're a merchant, listen up. We have payment terminals already developed that allows you as merchants to launch your own tokens and accept cryptocurrency payments in real time without any fees. That's right. Customer can walk into your store, make a payment to you, and you don't have to pay 2 or 3% of your profitability to anybody. Imagine that. Instead, you get rewarded You don't have to pay 2 or 3% profitability. You get rewarded for making the transaction with the payment terminal, not only in some IHodl token or some Billy token, but potentially in other tokens that are operating on the ecosystem. And you as a merchant yourself, once you reach a certain level of trust and loyalty score, you will then earn yourself an IHAP badge, which is an IHodlLife approved business. And once you have an IHAP badge, you will then have the opportunity to launch your own token and create your own token ecosystem, loyalty rewards and NFT rewards for all of your clients. Customer will now walk into your store, pay with their normal terminal. You don't pay your 2 and 3% profitability. Instead, you earn 50 cents of IHodl token. The client earns 10% of IHodl token for what they were going to buy anyway. And then they walk away and boom, now they earn some ABC token that you launched from your economy. It's a multiple reward system designed for the same interactions that we're doing every day. We're building a loyalty economy. And that includes businesses, that includes merchants, that includes creators, and that includes users and investors alike. IHodlLife Rewards Chain is going to allow merchants to launch their own tokens with no code. These tokens will allow them to power purchase rewards. Customer comes and buys something from them, and the customer receives back a little bit of ABC company token as a loyalty point system that they can now use to buy back in the store, use towards discounts, or maybe they don't like that token at all and they just want to swap it for some Bitcoin or some XRP or some IHodl token or a stable coin. Fire away. How points and reward systems should have always been. It also powers token-gated events or offers. ABC company issues ABC tokens, and clients now holding ABC tokens get free access or ability to access, so it's like a gated NFT or a gated ticket pass to certain events if you're holding those tokens. Wallets are pseudonymous, so of course we can prove on-chain who holds tokens. It also powers for merchants loyalty NFTs with evolving traits tied to Billy. That means that ABC Coffee Company, using our payment terminal, is not only not paying their 2 and 3% in fees, they're saving all their profitability. They're also getting rewarded in token. The client's getting rewarded in token. But on top of that, the client is keep coming back. And the reward logic on chain remembers that for the merchant. The merchant doesn't have to worry about it. And automatically it'll issue an NFT for that client. So he gets a discount or some, some type of perk or reward for continually going back to that merchant, AKA increasing the retention that the client is already showing. And our AI Oracle does this in real time, along with personalized product recommendations based on what you buy. Show up at my store and buy all my hats, but don't buy any hoodies or shirt. Well, when we launch a new hat, the AI Oracle is going to remember on chain that you buy all the hats, and you're going to get a link about the new hat that just came out. Imagine how valuable that is to you as a merchant to reach the right clients. Not just email spamming anymore, but product recommendations derived for individuals focused towards them automatically, autonomously, based on their action in your store. It also powers co-branding opportunities with creators and other businesses. Because the IHodlLife Rewards Chain allows creators to issue tokens, merchants to issue tokens, we can cross-reference collaborations. Maybe you're a business or a merchant who's partnered with a certain creator, and you each have your tokens because you've each reached a certain level of trust and loyalty score, which means you have to treat people with integrity or you don't get to operate. And you've reached a certain score, and now you guys want to collaborate. Well, now if you go talk to merchant, whatever, you might earn some creator ABC. And maybe you go watch creator ABC, and because you do, he offers you some token, which is discount at merchant, blah, 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 because they're partnered. Now businesses, merchants, users, investors, they can all incorporate through a web of rewards and discounts, once again, to reach those specific clients that match their business. Targeted, marketing, focused, and client retained via token system. All reward logic will be deployable via IHodlLife Rewards Chain terminals and merchant dashboards, which means all automation happens in real time at the time of transaction. Are you a builder? You can create merchant dashboards, analytic tools, loyalty engines, token launch, templates, setups, organizations. Welcome to the IHodlLife Rewards Chain builders. And don't forget that DevRev is tied into all of those deployments. Are you an investor? This adds a business-to-business revenue layer to the ecosystem. Behind the scenes of the front-end retail layer, businesses, merchants, collaborations create another whole layer of economy, transactions, and activity. It opens tokenization to real-world retail and service flows. I'm going to say that one more time because this is much more valuable than I think people understand at this time. What we've designed here is going to allow the opening of tokenization to real-world retail and service flows with the click of buttons. No trying to understand the complicated Web3. Web 2 and Web 3 become the same thing for you as a merchant, a creator, or a user. When we launch this merchant portal, what kind of businesses do you think will onboard first? Currently, we already have about 36 businesses interested in onboarding before we've even launched or deployed. Just businesses' names that are signed on that said, I want a terminal, I'm in, and I want to start getting a trust and loyalty score for my clients on chain. If you're a merchant, you're a business, and that interests you, time to get your name on our list before we deploy. Early merchants will receive the opportunity to receive early access to SCPs. And if you don't know what an SCP or an SEC is, smart earning contracts that allow you to earn from on-chain revenue. Simple as that. Segment number 5. Steven says he can't hear me. Can you guys all hear me okay? Thumbs up. You guys all hear me okay? My mic looks like it's working fine to me. Yeah, everyone hears me. Maybe your headphones are on or your mic's disconnect or your speakers are low or something like that, Steven. Everyone else seems to hear me fine. Segment number 5, which is our last segment for today on our Tech Talk Tuesday. Thanks everyone for joining in. My name's Tristan, the founder and the CEO of IHodlLife, and of course, the master architect of IHRC, the IHodlLife rewards chain. I'm live every Tuesday, 12 p.m. EST, for the purpose of explaining what we're building over here on the IHodlLife rewards chain, and for the purpose of reaching out to the world and the community to connect with builders, investors, those of you who are aligned with the vision of what we're building. We're looking for those of you who have the heartbeat of Web 3 and Web 4, not just developers out there looking to extract. The extraction that you'll get from our blockchain, I believe, will be the greatest that any blockchain has ever offered builders or developers, but we still seek those who have that legacy focus, that legacy alignment of deployment and being really rewarded for the quality of their work. You're the builders, you're the developers, you're the investors that I want to chat with. The last segment today, segment number 5, is build to earn. So builders, listen up. This is early developer rewards. So let's close this call today with builders. IHodlLife rewards chain simply pays you to build. Literally. DevRev is designed that our on-chain activities that create revenue through gas fees and swaps, etc., goes into a pool and through a smart contract is paid out to developers and builders who deploy on-chain. No other blockchain offers this. Build to Earn is our developer incentive program. Outside grants, outside all of that, you have protocol level earning potential for early builders. You launch on-chain, but we're already scouting for early builders now. You can't launch yet on-chain. We're not built, but we're ready to get everything structured and put our team together. And here's how it works. If you're a builder or a developer and you deploy a dApp, you earn iHodl or Billy tokens. Once it launches, you earn more iHodl, more Billy, and potentially stable tokens depending on the use case and loyalty benefits and how it increases with user interaction. Build something useful, and you're going to get rewarded. No grant scams, no broken promises. You build it, it's useful, people use it, on-chain revenue fed to you. Simple as that. It doesn't get more clear. Your rewards will scale with usage. The more it's used, the more your trust increases, the more your streaks increase, The more your rewards increase, the more your benefit increases, the more your payout increases. What builder wouldn't want to build on a chain like that? This isn't hypothetical. We're creating vaults. We're creating revenue share for builders, dev guilds, and app deployers. Couldn't read my screen because of my phone in the way. All built into protocol level, all autonomous, all based on what you deploy. It's time to earn, well, like I said before, for what you've built, what you're worth, not how much grant money is allocated to you. Are you a builder? Reach out now. Early tools will be the first to integrate into the reward engine, and of course gain access to SCPs, meaning first come will be the first to earn. Are you an investor? Build to earn is literally a talent acquisition mechanism. This builds retention without dilution. Value creation is going to drive rewards here at IHodlLife Rewards Chain. So if you're a dev or a builder, DM me, drop me an email. Link is at the top of my TikTok page, Discord community, Instagram, WhatsApp, TikTok, whatever it is. Did I say TikTok? TikTok, DM me, send me an email, let's chat. Investors, same story. Thanks everyone for tuning in today. That's all I have for you for our 5 segments of the IHodlLife Rewards Chain and our upcoming incredible things we're building. If you have questions about it, feel free to drop it in the chat. Don't forget, I'm going to be live, probably, I never guarantee it, but probably on Frequency Friday. Will the IHodlLife wallet be hot or cold? It will be a hot wallet. It will be an app on your phone that you open and everything incorporates in that wallet. But the difference is, very good question, Samir. The difference is an offline wallet will no longer be needed. On the IHodlLife Rewards Chain, you don't need an offline wallet. You also don't need a seed phrase because every person has their own unique resident identity on chain at IHodlLife. So when one person comes on chain, it knows who you are. It's creating a memory streak of every activity that you do on chain. Therefore, you don't even need a 24-word seed phrase for your wallet, nor do you need to have it offline. Because of proof of loyalty mechanism, which is what makes POL so special, it's almost impossible for someone to hack your account simply because they would have to prove that they're you, which would be very hard to trick the system to prove that it's you based on the patterning that is already stamped in the system. So this makes the security level, the proof of loyalty mechanism built in at protocol level, makes security on the IHodlLife Rewards Chain on a level that you haven't seen before because of resident identity. The chain literally knows who you are when you're making actions on chain. Therefore, by default design, doesn't allow malicious activity. It doesn't allow bots. It doesn't allow you to create fake accounts because it knows who you are and what you're doing. So to answer that question, Samir, it's a cold wallet that it's a hot wallet that, in my opinion, because of proof of loyalty, supersedes that of an offline wallet, supersedes that of using a 24-word seed phrase because your resident identity is more proving that you're you than what a 24-word seed phrase proves, which doesn't prove that you're you. It just proves that you're the owner of that wallet. But your resident identity proves who you are, and that verifies that you own that wallet. It's on a different level of identity scale. We have 3 levels of identity at IHodlLife. RID, BRID, and DID. DID is digital ID, your government issued digital identity on chain. And then you have your RID, which is your resident on ID, which is how you act, what you do, who you are, what you buy, what you stake. So you have 2 forms of ID. And then the third one is your business ID, how you've interacted with business. Are you a business? How you've treated your clients. And all this affects your trust score, your loyalty score, your on-chain mechanism, all tied together to create a resident identity of your activity and who you are. I hope that answered your question, Samir Samsam. If you guys have any other questions about what we have talked about today on the IHodlLife rewards chain, feel free to drop it in the chat. If you're a developer and you have some questions, feel free to pick me apart and drop it in the chat. If you're an investor and you're curious, feel free to drop it in the chat. And if you wish to talk to me privately about those details, then definitely feel free to reach out with me. You can book a free 30-minute consultation with me in the link in the top of my TikTok page. Please book the free meeting if you wish to talk to me about investing in the IHodlLife rewards chain, or if you wish to talk to me about building or developing on the IHodlLife rewards chain. Will rates drop tomorrow? I have no idea. How will the blockchain compare to building with EVM? We are compatible with all EVMs. So our blockchain is a plugin layer for all EVMs. Because we are the culture, identity, and loyalty layer, you can take something like a Flare or something like an Ethereum or something like an Avalanche, and you can plug us into them, and now our reputation system, our Billy tokens, our merchant system, our ability to operate everything that I've discussed today will now be available via their chain through our system. So like a chain link, we plug into everybody else to allow them our features. You don't just have to come to the IHodlLife rewards chain. You probably will by contrast if you're a builder and a user, but you don't have to. You can stay on the chain you like and still use our avatar wallet that allows you to upgrade who you are and what you've done all on chain, plugged into any other blockchain that is EVM or WASM. So that means all Cosmos based technology and all Ethereum virtual machine based technology. Everything will be up and running, cock-a-doodle, I anticipate in the next 12 to 14 months. At this stage right now, we're looking for investor and we're looking for early builders. We need original architects that are going to help me deploy my vision into mathematical code. We have some developers that are poking their nose, asking questions right now, but we have not secured our founding team. Our founding team will receive on-chain revenue based on their production and original architect design of the IHodlLife rewards chain. So once again, builders, developers looking for that legacy opportunity, now's your chance. I anticipate everything should be up and running, like I said, cock-a-doodle in the next 12 to 16 months. We are looking for early stage seed round investors. We need to raise $2 million to start the project. So if you're an investor, let's chat. You're welcome, eTech. Feel free to send me an email. Feel free to schedule a 30-minute meeting with me so we can discuss early builders, early deployers, and opportunities available. Is XRP going to pump tomorrow? Probably not. It's a red market today, so it might be green tomorrow, but as far as pump, probably not, no. Reach out to me in Discord then, eTech Commerce. Just open a ticket in our Discord. That's the best way to get me ticket in my email. Gets so many emails. Sometimes it goes into my spam and I might miss it. So make sure if you're in my Discord, definitely open up a ticket in Discord. I can't miss that. Attaboy Switch, blocking all of those scammers out there. Just a reminder, if anyone out there is receiving any direct messages, they're just scammers that are going to offer to help you, and they're just there to scam you, so please be careful. I wanted to thank all you guys for coming out to a Tech Talk Tuesday. To tune in and listen what we're building over here at the IHodlLife rewards chain. Billy, the $1 billion bear, wants to say thank you for coming out today and learning what's going on over here at the most amazing blockchain on the planet. It's time for you as the user to be recognized on chain. Blockchains forgot the soul. They forgot the people, and they just built infrastructure. But don't worry, guys. IHodlLife rewards chain is here to attach to you the cultural identity and the soul layer that the infrastructure of Web3 has forgotten. Thanks everyone for tuning in today. I will likely go live, maybe or maybe not, depending on what I'm doing on Frequency Friday. But for anyone who doesn't know, I'm live every single Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every single Tuesday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sunday is a crypto Ask Me Anything. Come out Sundays, ask me anything you want to learn about crypto or investing or money or energy or entrepreneurial, anything of that nature. And when it comes to Tuesdays, feel free to come out and learn about the IHodlLife rewards chain, what I believe to be the most revolutionary blockchain of our time that's going to evolve Web3 into Web4. Feel free to come out and find out what we're building. Let's see if what I'm claiming is actually right. Thanks, everyone, and thanks for tuning in. My name's Tristan. I'm the founder and the CEO of IHodlLife. Don't forget to go check out our store and order yourself some crypto swag. And for those of you who still need to build your crypto portfolios, feel free to hit me up at Tokenized Financial. If you don't know, I'm the founder and the CEO of Tokenized Financial Asset Management Firm. We will build you a crypto portfolio and give you ongoing signals of when you buy and when you sell so that you can maximize your gains in the crypto space. If you're in the $25,000 range or higher, feel free to check out our asset management firm at tokenizedfinancial.com. Of course, you can always book a 30-minute meeting with me. The link is in the top of my TikTok page. And for all of you developers, builders, and investors tuning in on Tech Talk Tuesdays to learn about what we're building over here at the IHodlLife rewards chain, you can see that we have multiple layers deep between our brand, our asset firm, and our blockchain of how we are going to approach and take over the Web3 space, or should I say evolve Web3 into Web4. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I appreciate your time very, very much. My name's Tristan. I hope you have a fabulous week. See you guys next Sunday.